Welcome to the VRO Studio tutorial. Here on the dashboard, to get on the VRO Studio, all you have to do, come up to the top here and click on the menu item right there. And you'll be brought into the Video Studio system where you can create your VRO campaign. So to create a new campaign, you have to come hit on Create New. And if you've created several campaigns, you can always use the search bar right here to search the keywords of your campaigns you may have created to allow it filter it up for you. So at this point, we want to create new campaign for ourselves. So this will take us to the VRO Studio proper. At this point, we're expected to put our campaign name. So a campaign name could be any of the virtual reality tool you want to create, either for your services or your product, or for your client. So you can just say, sorry for that, my dog barking. So you could just say here, Hotel Marius. So this is Hotel Marius tool. We're just using that, and I hit on continue. Now on the choice of 360-degree images we want to use, you have the option to pick from a 360-degree images you already have in your local machine, you may have designed and saved, or you got elsewhere, or you could come pick from the 360-degree creator. If you had used the 360-degree creator system to create our 360-degree images, then you can select from here directly. So we don't have anyone there. For the purpose of this training, we'll be using that which we have on a local machine. Then when you get on other tutorials, you get to see how you can create using the 360-degree creator. So I hit on from our 360-degree image to upload files. So I'll come hit on choose files. So on choose files, I have several design collections here I can work with. So I could just come select our design 2. I could pick design 3. Let's just say pick these 3 designs and hit on upload. It's going to populate all of the images I've selected. I can always come back to hit to remove whichever image I want to remove. I could come back to add it as well and open it. It's going to be added. Rather, I can come back, select all of it and populate it, and it's going to add all of the images for me. I can then come over, hit on continue, and this is going to read up to 100% to show that it is fully uploaded. Alright, so that's it. So we've gotten it fully uploaded on 100%, and it's redirected us to our studio proper. So at this point, it's going to load a section of one of our 360-degree image, which we'll be seeing shortly. So it's getting it fully loaded. If you look at the bottom right here, you see this arrow facing up. Once you click on the arrow allows you to see all of the images you've created, and you could toggle around the images to load your current selected 360-degree images. So whichever one you load, if you come up here, you can use your hand to make a tour around the room and get to see how this looks beautiful. And of course, this really shows the benefit you can get in helping several agencies out there to have a virtual tour of their properties or of their hospitality properties as well. You can also come down here to hit on add if you want to add more images, and it will be added directly. But let's say we are to use the first image and you were to link it up. Once you have your image like this, you can always hit the arrow button to go down so as to allow you to see your designs, your tour properly. You can see the televisions, you can see the table, you can see the door. So you can actually move 360. You can see the bar, you can see the kitchen setting. So whichever one you want to do, you just have a quick tour of the entire system. Now, it then comes over to your design proper. So in your design proper, we have what we call your hotspots. Hotspots are actually interactive elements you could insert each at whatever location you want it to be to get your setup done. So we have the text hotspots element, we have the call to action hotspot element, We have the URL or hotspot element, the file element, we have the video element, we have the audio element that goes down till the opt-in, the embed, the email, the getting the phone number, adding an image, and of course adding a map. And then you can jump to the next virtual reality 360-degree image. So let's play with a few of it right here. And let's say we want to start with the table. So if I want to hit on the table right now, all I need to do is click on CTA, which is a call to action, meaning I want this element, and it comes up with this grid element I have here that is moving around the image. So I get to the spot where I want this to be. Once I get to the spot, just click on it. I just left click on it, and it's about adding that hotspot to the image for me, and it just added. Can you see that? I have the hotspot title. So once I click on the hotspot again, it's going to load the properties for me, and once it loads the property, I have the option to set up my core properties, parameters, as well as to do my styling. So let's go to the core. From the core, I can rename this. Let's say that table, it's a reserved VIP table, so I could just call this VIP reserve zone, or let me just call VIP reserve zone. And the text I want to add here, I could say, hey, you can secure this section with just $250 pre-order. So in my pre-order, it is expected I can use my URL. So I'm stating my pre-order link right there. So it is now becomes your pre-order link that you can put here .com. Now I have the option to select what I want my call to action button to look like. So once you click on call to action, you have several buttons you can pick from. You can see all of the add to cart designs you may want to work with, and if you're looking at adding badges, you have several badges you could want to add right there. And you can come down to see banners, several banners you may want to use right in there. And we have other e-commerce elements you may want to use. You also have several icons you may want to use. We also have arrows you may want to use. So this really shows you that VR Agency 360-degree is actually a product of a marketer built for other marketers. So let's say we are working with one of the call to actions here, and we say add to cart, and it selects that for us. Once it selects that, we can go over and see our content we've done, and we have our add to cart already showing that. So I could just come, hit and save to apply my, of course, my settings. I can always still come back here to touch a little on my styles. So coming to the styles right here, I can always adjust the width. It is already pre-configured as per the right setting you required. I can also choose to play with my hotspots colors, whichever colors I want to play with. If I do select it, I can then come hit and save, and it's going to apply my color the way I want it. I can also choose to change my hotspot background. If I also want to do same, I can always come change it and hit and save, and it does change my hotspot background right there. Okay, I think that's not contrasting very well, so could just come back here and pick on any of the platelet here and hit to save to change my background. All right, so I can also add some border stylings, just like you can see here. I can choose to add some border stylings, double if I want to, whatever I want to add. I can also add some border colors. Once you scroll down, you can also increase the border size. And once you adjust it, all of those are applying. I can also still take it over if I don't want to apply. Then another interesting aspect of it, it's the hotspot icon. I can choose to change the icon, which is the dollar, and add it to whatever icon I found very fit here that can send a representation of what I want to do. So I could always change it and to whatever I want. You can also scroll down to see whatever icons you want to replace it with. So that gives you the option which you can get with the stylings you can do. And once you're done doing that, you can come back to your call and of course hit to save the changes you've done. So this has added one hotspot element for you, which is your VIP reserved zone. So moving around, you could also choose to add some more content. Let's say I want to add a video element. All I need to do, I click on it. So I want to display video. Once the target audience does view the VRL, it should have a video right now. So I click on this hotspot since it's video already stated there. So once I click on it, it also shows a hotspot. I can change the title. So I could say welcome. Could have this as a welcome video. So whatever it is, I can just put my description here. I can come over, choose to upload video from my local machine, or I could also pick a video from our collections of several videos which you can of course insert right in there. So let's say I want to work with this. I can just choose this as a welcome video I want to use for this campaign. So once I choose this, it's going to populate it. So it has populated it right there. We have a choice image, choice video, which is shown right there. So once I'm done, I can always come down to hit to save the video hotspot we've added. So this is going to show the welcome video once it's fully saved. Right, so we have a welcome video right there. So at this point, you can also stick your toes around and see what other areas you want to add. I'm going to come down to the doors right there. Let's say we come down right here. You want to add something else to your virtual tour. This is the kitchen aspect of it, and you want to add some more elements of your hotspots. You can pick whatever you want to add. If you want to play some music for them, you could select these and maybe play some music while they are walking on the kitchen deck. So you could just add there, play some music right there. So once you click on it, the same thing applies. You can then come over to customize your parameters. So you could just say enjoy some music. So you have it right there. You can drop your text. Then all you need to do, choose a file for the music you want to add. So whatever music you want to add, you could go populate it. So let's say I'll speak there. To have music right here, I'm selecting, so I could have the music uploaded. And once I get it up there as it's applying, all I need to do is save this up. So we have some enjoying some music right there. And of course, you know that you can always come back to walk around your styling to apply whatever styles you want to get for your setup right here. So you could just come right there and change my styling to whatever I want it to be, and that gives it, can always come back, save my setup right there.